So our real world is definitely more complex than the model. So there are definitely more factors will contribute to the growth other than the four wheels. Right. So in this section, I will try to introduce some of these factors. Uh, the first case is the institution. So this is a satellite image for the night lights in North Korea and South Korea. So if you can see the dark part here is North Korea, and this part here is South Korea. So you can see there's a very significant difference between the two countries. South Korea is well developed, so it has uh, higher density of lights in the night, but North Korea is still dark in the night. So basically, there are much less economic activities. But these two countries actually started with very similar conditions, right? So they got separated after the World War II and Korea War. So, but after they got separated, they choose different institutions, and uh, this figure shows a very clear diverge between the two countries, right? So the blue line here is the average income in South Korea, and the red line is average income for North Korea. So you can see that the economy in South Korea actually took off, right? And now it increased a lot. And nowadays, South Korea is already a high income country, but North Korea still stays relatively poor, right? So this case shows us the importance of institution to economic growth. Right? Also, the government can play a very important role in economic growth. This example shows you the relationship between the level of corruption and the GDP per capita. So if the government is really corrupted, you have to bribe the government officers to start your own business, right? So all the transactions is really difficult and really um, low efficient, right? And people will be less willing to uh, do investment. So more higher corruption is related to low income, low economic growth. And also cultures can also be important. The example here shows you the importance of trust. So in a country with higher level of trust, people are more willing to do investment. This figure shows you the relationship between the level of trust and the investment shares. So there is a positive correlation, which means if uh, people are more willing to trust each other, they are more willing to do this investment activities, right? Because basically, if you do investment, which means you are actually buying your future income. So you have to believe the people who's operating and working with the project you are investment in, right? So there's a relationship between the level of trust and the uh, investment shares. And this figure shows you the relationship between level of trust and GDP per capita. So also you can see the uh, positive correlation because higher trust, there will be more investment, and we will have a higher capital intensity. So the labor productivity will be higher, GDP per capita will be higher.